NFL Week 6 has arrived. Appreciate y'all checking out my channel, David Sports Convo. I'm your host, David, and I'm here to give you my NFL Week 6 picks. Appreciate y'all checking this out. So far, I've been on a positive streak with guessing these games correctly so far, as I went 8 for 6 last week, and my total record so far is 27-19. Ecstatic like that. Hopefully, the streak stays alive. As tonight, we have Denver at Kansas City Chiefs on Thursday night primetime on Amazon Prime. See if you can check it out. I'm going to pick the Kansas City Chiefs until proven otherwise. Denver needs to show me something. Last week was probably their best chance I thought of them winning another game of the season, as they went on to a somewhat made-up rivalry based on Sean Payton's comments of the offensive coordinator Nathaniel Ratliff, as you may know. And, it was great to have Robert Saleh tell Sean Payton to stay humble after the Denver had the defeating loss to the Jets. But, yeah, I'm sticking with Kansas City Chiefs, and hopefully Kels is healthy. We'll see how it rides. But otherwise, I think the run game is going to kick off for the Kansas City Chiefs. We're going to have a big game from Pacheco and maybe even Clyde Hilaire. Look out. And McKinnon's probably going to have a cool big play. We'll see what all turns out. But, yeah, I'm picking Kansas City Chiefs. And moving on, we have the London game coming up. And one more of those coming our way. We have Baltimore versus Tennessee. Technically, it's Tennessee's home game. So we'll see what comes out on top. I'm going to pick Tennessee. Maybe they have some home field advantage. Both teams, though, are going to have the jet lag. Not one has just been there waiting for the other, like the Jacksonville Jaguars, as they snuck up on a trap game to the Buffalo Bills as they had to deal with the jet lag, compared to Jacksonville being waiting and humble, waiting to attack on the fellow Buffalo Bills. Should have seen it. I mean, Jaguar versus Bill. You just think animals, of course, the Jaguar is going to come on top. But, yeah, not to get distracted with that. But yeah, I'm gonna crack myself up. Carolina at Miami. All right, I'm gonna pick Miami till the winless team wins a game. It's gonna be hard for me to pick them, and so I'm going Miami. I think you all know I don't need to put too much explanation on that one. Now moving on, we have New Orleans Saints at Houston Texans. We'll see who comes out on top. I'm rooting for, unfortunately, I'm picking Houston Texans. I know I might give you some strong feedback, but I'm going with it. I think Houston will bounce back from the Atlanta loss they had. It only took Desmond Ridder that last drive to seal the game and end on a field goal. I always think teams bounce back on that. And, so I'm picking Houston Texans, even though the Saints D looks amazing. We'll see more from that offense. If their run game goes for the Saints, it's going to be hard for Houston to stop them. But I believe C.J. Stroud is going to bounce back and have a great game, even with Tank Dell out. But yeah, moving on, we have Washington at Atlanta. I chose Washington. I believe they'll beat Desmond Ridder's home record of not losing a home game. I think it'll be broken from the Washington Commanders. I think they'll bounce back after a defeating loss to the Bears. They had extended time to recover from the loss, so hopefully it makes them want to bounce back, because they're still in it. They have 2 wins, and Sam Howell is looking great. So we'll see what's. I believe more Sam Howell than Desmond Ridder. So I chose the QB game, even though Desmond Ridder has that impressive stat of home wins. But moving on, we have Indianapolis at Jacksonville Jaguars. As the Jaguars come back to the United States and to actually have a real home game, not on concrete, it's gonna be fantastic. But I'm gonna pick Indianapolis, unfortunately, for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jacksonville. You know how it goes. It's a rivalry game. It can go either way. But I believe Minshew Mania is going to kick off live and well. Pittman's probably going to have a great game. I don't know how Jacksonville's going to stop the Zach Moss and then this whatever sample size of Jonathan Taylor there is. So I don't know. I'm going Indianapolis on this. And I know Jacksonville just had an impressive win over Buffalo, 25-20. I'm going Indianapolis. It's hard. But moving on. We have Seattle at Cincinnati. I'm picking Seattle as they're coming off a bye. Even though Cincinnati had an impressive win against the Arizona Cardinals, with Jamar Chase having an amazing day, multiple touchdowns. It was fantastic to see, and Joe Burrow looking healthier than ever. But I'm picking Seattle. They had a great impressive win before coming into the bye. And I'm looking for them to look. And hopefully Geno Smith is healthy. We'll see how he looks, and hopefully he doesn't re-injure. But yeah, I'm picking Seattle Seahawks. I'm shocked that's not a 4 o'clock game, but it's at 1. That's why, they flex the Lions at 4 with Bucks. But, well, yeah. But another 1 o'clock game. We have the bottom of the barrel in my power rankings. If you want to check that out, as I posted it yesterday. But I have the Minnesota at Chicago Bears. This is the toughest decision of that. This sets the NFC North bottom list. And who gets the top. I'm rooting for Minnesota to win, so the Bears don't have such draft capital. They because I don't want to see Marvin Harrison in a Bears uniform or I don't want to see anybody in the draft class look good in Bears uniform. But luckily for us, the Bears, have an unfortunate bad history of drafting quarterbacks, and Minnesota. So we'll see what's up. We'll see. Both of them, whoever gets the bottom, gets the bottom. But yeah, not to get excited about the future draft. Sorry, that's the only thing that's interesting when your teams are losing like that. I'm going to pick Chicago. They had an impressive win over the Commanders on last Thursday Night Football, as we're going to kick off Thursday Night Football tonight. I'm picking with them. They had an impressive win. DJ Moore had multiple touchdowns, 8 catches, and it was great to see. So we'll see with Minnesota. Minnesota's also dealing with the Justin Jefferson loss, an injury. He's going to be put on IR, so definitely a mandatory 4 weeks off. I'm picking Chicago Bears. It was the toughest to pick of this whole week, but we'll see how it goes. It's a flip of a coin. But now we have San Fran at Cleveland, another game you think would be at 4 o'clock. I'm not complaining. Cleveland's coming off their bye. San Fran coming off a impressive victory, destroying the Cowboys. I went with Cleveland because they're coming off a bye, so they should be a little more prepared and maybe get San Fran off their guard after hoot horns, as they play it on Sunday Night Football. So they have a slightly shorter week than other teams. But yeah, maybe pick Cleveland. I don't usually pick Cleveland, but I'm gonna pick them. I think people are gonna be surprised, and if we'll see this. If they do, it'll be impressive. It'll definitely send them in a new contention. And that's the thing. The AFC North is a tough division, so I give respect to that. Even though I don't like Cleveland, as a Lions fan, as someone that roots for Michigan teams in general, it's hard for me to care for any Ohio thing. But yep. Overall, I'm going to pick him. I'm picking you guys. I'm picking you guys to win this week. So that's a rarity, but I'm doing it because I want my win streak to keep alive. Now it's about my win streak here of picking these games correctly, and I'm keeping it alive. And for you all, okay? I did it for you. But yeah, moving on. We had New England at Las Vegas. It's the battle of the Patriot teams, as the Las Vegas Raiders are obviously Patriots 2.0, with Josh McDaniels being the former assistant over there, offensive coordinator, and Jimmy Garoppolo being second fiddle to Tom Brady prior, and you know how it goes. And Jacoby Myers, it's just fickle with former Patriot DNA, as we knew with the Matt Patricia eras. So, but I think unfortunately for them, New England knows what Las Vegas, even though Las Vegas has a more talented team, and New England's been getting destroyed in the last couple games, which has been amazing to see in the new era of the Patriots. Hopefully the fans come back to earth a little bit and realize how the NFL works. It's the ultimate parody. They had the greatest quarterback, and luckily for us, he was all from the University of Michigan, named Tom Brady. But speaking of the part-time owner, I'm saying the part-time owner of the Brady, I think he's going to lose to the New England Patriots. And if the Patriots lose this, I'm probably not gonna pick them for the rest of the time. And this might ruin my thing, but I think this is the game that throws a lot of people off and pick the talent. I'm picking the scheme set, and I think New England will come out on top. And so now we also have Arizona at Los Angeles Rams. I chose the Los Angeles Rams, as I believe Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua are going to be a great combo for Stafford. Now he has two, as I've been saying before, he has two amazing elite receivers. That's, he's going to set, if he's blocked and covered, it's great. And then, they have great other options, Tutu Atwell and Tyler Higbee, and then the run game is rocking. I'm going to pick them over Arizona, and it's tough. It's a rivalry game. I think Arizona can come out on top, but I'm gonna pick the Rams on this. And that was a tough decision, but that's what I'm going to go with. We also have Philadelphia at New York Jets. I chose the New York Jets, even though the New York Jets have never beat Philadelphia, or not never beat. It's been the last 12 contests they had. They lost to Philadelphia Eagles, and the Philadelphia Eagles are undefeated. And it's hard. I've been trying to pick the team that beats this undefeated team, and that's the thing. I went against San Fran. I'm going against Philadelphia. And I think for you, if you're doing anything with your choices, that's on you. Going undefeated. I've been trying to pick against the undefeated because it's gonna happen. It's those perfect seasons aren't common. Even how great these teams are. We'll see. And again, San Fran and Philadelphia, and here's the kicker in terms of the teams not being, they're gonna play each other later this season. Like that's so one of them not gonna, and that's the thing. And only one can do it at the end of the day. So, yeah. But yeah, that's my thought. But I think the Jets will win. I think that they showed great improvement. Even though they beat Denver Broncos, they showed great improvement with Zach Wilson. And Breece Hall was fantastic. He's alive and well. Keep feeding him the rock. Garrett Wilson, and then the play action opens up. They have to respect the run. So I'm talking myself into it. I know everybody's probably going to pick the Eagles in it, but I'll raise my voice on this one. I'm picking the New York Jets. And that might get some of you riled up. I know you all Jets fans are. I know how you're feeling like how I feel. At least you got a championship for an organization. What? Our time will come. But let's not forget the real 4 o'clock game the nation's going to be watching. Detroit Lions at Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I will be there at Raymond James Stadium. And it's going to be a great time. I'm going to be tailgating. It's going to be awesome. I just want to say check out my Instagram for highlights and even possibility to go live at certain points. And, as I rep for this great pride. And hopefully the Lions come out with a dub because that fan base is fierce. I've been there a couple of games myself. I actually went there last year for the New Orleans Saints versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Monday Night Football, where Tom Brady had that amazing comeback drive on the Saints, and it's crazy. I was glad to see it in person. Just Tom Brady, just magic. The whole game, no offense or nothing, but when you need him on the drive most, he's the guy, and he did it. But not to get distracted, I'm picking Detroit Lions. I can't pick against them. And you saw my power ranking. This is going to be a tough matchup. I put us at 7, and I put the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 10 as they are coming off a bye. That's another. They're coming off a bye, so they're prepared for us. All right? They're prepared. They should be. You think. So it's going to be a tough game. I can see why we got flex. It's just, it just throws everything off. Let's just, you think West Coast teams would be more in there, so it's going to throw a lot of people off. San Francisco 49 fans are going to wake up slightly earlier than they thought to watch a game. But hey, we have a London game, so luckily they didn't put one of those teams in there for that. Ooh, could you imagine watching that? But hey, this is what we're doing. So, yeah, I'm picking the Lions to win. And we'll see how. I'm nervous. I'm very nervous in terms of me picking the Lions every week. This is my hard. This was a hard one, and I'm giving Tampa Bay Buccaneers respect. I respect them. They got great players and everything. So I'm saying Detroit Lions. But yeah, moving on. Sunday Night Football, because I can talk Lions all day, but you know what I'm saying about them, and I'm putting my flag down. All right, but let's get back to it. The Sunday Night Football game. All right, we got the New York Giants at Buffalo. It's basically a home game for the Giants because it's New York, and then that's the thing. Buffalo's flying farther away to get there because they're coming back from London after defeat and loss from Jacksonville Jaguars. But New York Giants, it's hard to say with that O-line and Daniel Jones just getting injured. I'm picking the Buffalo Bills, even though with the jet lag they had to experience and everything. And I said the slight home thing for the Giants. It will be a tough game and be hard to tell with their uniforms. I don't know what they're going to choose for both sides. We'll see how it goes. But I'm picking the Buffalo Bills. And, we'll see how it goes. And then for our final Monday night game, the Dallas Cowboys at Los Angeles Chargers. Whew, Chargers coming off a bye. So that's the thing. I usually favor teams coming off bye because they should be prepared. They have more time to prep and everything. They should be buys. That's the thing. Players coming off injury, the teams feel kind of try new things out. And yeah, so Dallas Cowboys and Dallas defeating loss and prime time to the San Francisco defeating. So it's hard, but I chose the Chargers. I think the Dallas, it's gonna be a tough game, but I think it's gonna come down whoever has the ball last type shootout. I think Dallas actually offense comes alive because I don't really trust the Chargers defense, even though a lot of people are trying to put that on. I just don't trust Brandon Staley. Until otherwise, he's got to prove to me and trust. Just me as a fan. I'm not even a fan of Trump. I'm just a fan in general. Out of all the coaches, out of all the 32 coaches, I have the least amount of I think this guy got it down. No, I don't. It's crazy. I'm picking Mike McCarthy as the coaching edge, but I am. So, and he has a Super Bowl acumen. So yeah, you can take that to the bank. Well, yeah, that goes for all my NFL Week 6 picks. Hopefully, this helps you out with your own choices and see how key matchups go. But yeah. As I appreciate you all checking out my channel, Dave and Sports Convo. And again, on Sunday, I will be at Raymond James Stadium. Check me out on my Instagram and possibly YouTube Live. And I will figure out which one comes out best feed on that. But overall, stay tuned and appreciate your all's time and excited for future content. Thank you all again. Peace.